Welcome back, my lovelies. So I just wanted to start off in the inventory real quick. I want to show a few things. The campsites. You can find them, you can either buy them in certain vendors, or you can find them randomly throughout the world, usually next to a camping area. And what I recommend is having at least one in each of your pawn's inventory. If you want, you can have one in your inventory. It doesn't really matter, but they are heavy. So I would just have them on your pawns. Secondly, I am also going to be doing warfare, as I said.
Where was I headed? So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
Alright, let's go.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him?
Yep, we're going.
Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
I know.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. We have arrived.
Hello.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your prep.
Okay. So, with that, I want to actually go do this first.
Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
So that way we don't have to run all the way back up here. Also, I think I'm gonna need some of these if this is what I'm looking for.
I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
No, we're going to the quest. We're going to do the quest, so... Now, the reason why I said to have at least one campsite, or one camping kit in, the inventory of each of your pawns is because if you get attacked during the night or attacked during whenever you're sleeping, there is a chance that the campsite will be destroyed. And guess what happens when...
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
I don't have the means to get that riftstone. Actually, no, I think there's one closer, or farther. Yeah. Uh-oh.
We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemies' weakness.
What do you mean we don't have a way to exploit the weakness? Athena, you have fire. So we're gonna be doing,
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent.
see, there's an extra
Take each trial as it comes.
camping kit right here. So, actually, I probably should grab that. So if you are warfare, you can only switch weapons if you have the rearmament skill, which is by doing or being friends with, you know, the dude that gives you warfare.
I cannot fault your prowess. Think nothing of it. Well said.
But yeah, the pawns that are wandering around will actually fight things now instead of, you know, just pretending that, you know, nothing exists and fearing for their lives. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I think I went the wrong way.
Come to think of it, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Each to their own.
The gossip in this game can be so good sometimes. Really funny. I can't wait for any juicy gossip from Raz.
So, the path splits here.
Yes, the path.
Fretting will get us nowhere. Let us pick a path and see where it takes us.
Oop, combat. Oh yeah, as I was saying. So, we're going to use, fire, mostly. I normally use ice, but, we're gonna use fire affinity for quite a while. Just because a lot of things, especially in the beginning areas, have, fire weakness, or are allergic to fire. But once we start dragon hunting, that's when we're gonna switch over to ice, because fire's not gonna really do anything. So I'm kind of going for a Strider / Ranger setup. I need some of that. Nice. Oop, need some of that as well. Plus, I'm going to need the bow anyways.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
For a quest once we hit the capital.
We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient. We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Yeah, we're
you
fine.
have my support.
Yeah, we're going, don't worry.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Might be. Alright, he should be just up here.
We're here, Master.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something?
Yep, more provisions.
This is from Sir
Oh,
Geoffrey,
shoot,
is it?
I forgot
Let's
to...
have a look then.
Whoopsies.
Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
Let us commence our search without delay.
Alright,
Where to?
so...
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list
We
yet?
need 2 of these, which you can craft or you can buy, and then you need these. Here, you can have the ripened one.
Brilliant. I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble.
Yeah, so those, like,
I'll be heading back
patches
to the
that I
encampment
was
now.
gathering,
They'll be
that's
expecting
part of
me.
that.
Shall we report our results?
Yep, we can report our results, that's fine. Report.
Sir Marcus was well pleased, Master. Shall we report our success to Sir Geoffrey?
Yeah.
Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for. We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Yeah, we'll go down, we'll go down. Hey, don't close that on me.
Follow me, if you would. Here we are.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Oi,
Many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Yeah, it should
Our
be
efforts
fine.
have seen the encampment resupplied, and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round.
Oh yeah,
Well
there's
There's no need to go the long way round when a shorter route is readily available. Follow me, Master.
We're fine. Ooh. We can cook that at a campsite.
Let me think on this a moment.
No.
Now there's a worthy prize.
Oh,
only
if it's your
worth from
first
far
playthrough,
away.
you could get some gear from this person.
Well met.
So it's just starter gear. So
Always a pleasure.
out of my way. Yeah, they'll also point out treasure on the map. There is one up there. I just don't feel like going to grab it right now.
Pray, follow me.
We don't need to go. Okay. All right. What are you...
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Will, what do you have against... Hello, gobbies.
I knew you would prevail, Master. Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
A resounding success.
A smashing success.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Probably should switch to bow for the harpies. We're gonna be heading... Athena,
What is
honey,
that?
honey,
A tower?
just...
No. A statue?
We ought to take a closer look. Harpies, Master!
Yes, harpies. Okay, we should be fine. But as I don't think I finished what I was saying about the bow. We do need to have, the bow for a later quest when we hit the capital.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of
It
the
is
element.
required, so... So, I would recommend, like, having a bow on hand and switching to that vocation, when you're ready to do that quest. It's not a timed quest, so...
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
Who's been doused in oil? Well, that just means we won't have any trouble, on our
I'll gather
way.
these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Yeah, so you can get different scrolls to have your pawns do different things. You can have them, automatically, like, craft potions,
Make
like,
haste,
do
then.
crafting.
Just leave it good.
Yep, I'm
Then
ready.
let us be on our way.
Others will sort your inventory for you. Some will speak, you can have them speak Elvish, which is a completely different language. I have mine
And before I forget,
to do that.
Look how many women we count among our number.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Oh, there's also a brothel in the game. And there's gossip. Your pawns will gossip about you if you go to the brothel way too much. Which is hilarious.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless...
Ooh, I'm heavy. I do need to drop off some stuff once we hit to the capital. Materials and that, camping
Hold here
set.
a moment.
Camping kit.
I shall bid them open the gate.
Okay.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Okay. Open the gate! It's another Arisen. Close the gate! Will they command the pawns? Open the gate a little.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Oh dear.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
There is also a scroll that makes your pawn shut the fuck up, too, by the way. So if you're looking for that I don't know how to... I don't remember how to get that scroll. That's one of the ones that I don't remember how to get. Not that I really need it, because my pawn... You can only have one scroll attached, by the way, at a time.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master. If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
It's fine, Raz. Okay, so here is another... might as well grab that. I can show you how the camping actually works. Make camp. We'll use a modest one. Everyone following you will be sitting around the campfire, which is really cool. And if you have something to cook, there will be food sitting right there. Ooh, it's aged. Hell yeah. So you get buff from cooking.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed. Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
Okay. The reason why I'm using the modest one first is because, you know, I don't really have need. Or I want to get rid of these ones in case, you know, we get attacked. Which the weaker or the lower quality the campsite, the more likely it is to be destroyed during an attack. Oh dear.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah.
More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
If you are a new player and, well, you'll have to stick with them here, but, like, there is a point where you can meet them up ahead or, travel alone. If you don't know what you're doing, I would recommend sticking with them. They are a lot more protection than they would seem. Also, that hissing noise would be that dome that Athena can put us under.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
So, how I built Athena in this one, because you can only have so many abilities attached at once.
I could have done no better.
She is a support mage, a full support mage. So that dome that she put us under, basically what it does is it increases stamina regeneration. That's the main thing from it.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
But she also has a full heal, the fire affinity, and then getting rid of debuffs. So... Ooh, these beetles. Always grab them. Because when you eat them, it will increase your carry weight.
I hope you weren't expecting
Capacity.
mercy.
Not by much,
roaring
but it's something.
Well done.
And it's a permanent buff too, so... If you're bleeding for cash, you can always
At last, the moment I've been
or
waiting
desperate for cash, you can
Allow me to gather
always
these up.
sell monster parts when you get them. Materials and whatnot. It will the easier stuff to farm, I would sell them if you really need gold. Otherwise, just save them. And any weapons and armor that you're not going to be using, and I mean not going to be using, sell those. The extra stuff. Now, I was constantly hurting for cash on my first playthrough because I was not only gearing myself, but I was also gearing Athena and also Raz when Raz was still a fighter. That poor pawn.
What's this? We're trapped.
Uh-oh. So, what we're going to do...
A Cyclops! To think...
Yep. Can you stop talking so I can actually move? Thank you. Grab. Throw.
This torrent seems well suited to our purposes.
I imagine to be most efficient.
Oh, boy.
That's it! Now's our chance to strike! I shall lead the charge!
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
Such treasures are seldom found.
We'll join them on the ox cart.
Master, do take care not to throw it away
because
by mistake.
it'll be easier. It's a faster way to get to the capital. If you want to explore, now is your chance to kind of do a little bit of exploring before heading to the capital. Oh, and then the Helm Splitter, the attack that I've been doing, that is one of your best moves as a rogue. It is insanely powerful.
Here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us?
Yeah.
Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Ox carts are
I
a
thought
good
you might
way
like this,
for
so I
fast
picked it up.
travel.
Here you go.
Look there. He thinks I spy aught of use. We ought to take close in.
I'm
Lucky
very
us.
heavy right now.
That's worth taking.
So you can do this two ways. You could just kind of let it do its thing, or when you doze off, it will skip to a specific portion. If you're attacked, then by like an ambush, then you'll have to get out, take care of the ambush, get back on the ox cart, and then rest again, and you will be at your destination. Be mindful that bigger enemies, even small enemies, but bigger enemies will more than likely destroy the ox cart. If the ox cart is destroyed, the ox is killed, then you'll have to just make your way on your own. This ambush is scripted, by the way. This will always happen.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
If you did not follow them, you would have had to help them here anyways. So this ambush, again, is scripted. So...
I'll not stand for this.
But if you've gone way too far ahead and taken care of the goblins, as far as my knowledge, as far as I know...
Bad enough. That's it!
Yeah, as far as I know, if you went on ahead and took care of the goblins for them...
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way?
Yeah.
All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Yeah, where's that, one? There was a merchant over there. There's, wandering merchants that sell materials, potions, armor, stuff like that. This one will have you doze off anyways, so... Capital of Vermont.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melve, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming.
A few months prior.
Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Gisa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them.
Okay.
This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Sweet.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here!
Oh no!
You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went?
Lie.
Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
So, you can help him or not help him. I would recommend helping him.
I'll pop open the chest.
Okay, you go do that. So you see this guy here, this tall one?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Let's see here. Buy him. Ooh. I could spare this bow for him, probably. Huh. Neat. It's actually stronger than what I have. Hold on. It is. Nope. Remove.
What's to be done about this?
No more.
I wonder if I can give him my Medusa
yes?
bow.
I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be.
Okay, so no, I can't give him the Medusa bow. Ah, damn. So I do have to give him a basic ass bow. Yeah. So just buy him a basic bow.
Come, have yourself a look.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from
There you
afar.
go.
You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect, such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it.
Yeah.
Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Yep, that is fine. So that is not a time quest. We will, we'll take care of that later. One thing while we're here is I want to set upon quest, earn badge. I want this one done. Actually no. We'll do this one. Because once we hit Batal, we'll be camping out there all the time. I have gold to spare. Yeah. $10,000 gold for... Okay, cool. So... leave. Now... it might be a little bit confusing. Let's look at the map. Everything on this side, so past this side of the river, so everything on this side counts as west. So in order to actually get that, you have to be on this side of the river. And there's not as many.
'Tis said there is an illness spawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands. How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
If I see any, anything like that, I will let y'all know what to look out for.
Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild?
Okay, let's just give you the...
Have you found any of the items we discussed, Percha?
The Seeker's tokens that I have. Since I forgot to exchange those.
Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
So that's how you, doing that quest will get you, access to the sorcerer and warrior. So if you want to get those, I recommend doing it. But I recommend doing it anyways, just in case.
You've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Okay. Oh, so enhancements are also significantly different in this game. So if you want to do any enhancements here, it is basically equal parts of strength and magic. It's kind of like a little bit of how do I explain this? The Vermundian is basically jack of all trades. You might want to use this for either armor, most likely armor. Dwarven, when we get to Batal, is strength based. So, but it'll also, the trade-off is it'll make your equipment slightly heavier. There is also, it's battalion, and then you have the Elven, which is magic based. So more magic for defense or more magic for attack power. I guess you should know where to put that. And then there's the Dwarven Forge, which you can't get till way later. It increases stun power. So while we're here, let's actually talk
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Yes, I know there's a treasure chest right there.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Oh, indeed. Is it dark enough?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. is not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Okay. If he's not here, you can always just sit here and rest until he shows up.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you.
All right.
The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Yeah.
I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of...
There is much we
All
ought to
right.
attend to.
Yep. And
If
then
we are
let's
you will need to
grab the
infiltrate
others.
the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Okay.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true of all those who serve the Queen Regent. There is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release?
Yeah, I
I've
can do
prepared
that.
a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your majesty.
Prithee, be
Should you
careful.
be discovered,
I do not want to
I
see
will be
my
unable
work
to lend aught in the way
squandered.
of aid.
All right. Well, now that we've gathered all those quests, I think it's
Would you
time
mind
to
coming
end
over
this.
here?
Raz, it's fine. I'm gonna end this episode here, my lovelies. Like, comment, subscribe if you so choose to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.